Good evening, sir. Good evening, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Please, you have 2 minutes to address us, sir.
All right. Good evening, Sister Chantel.
Good evening.
I'm Pastor Michael from South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. First thing first, I want us to get here is this. Prof X is what every other bloggers in Nigeria want to be. I repeat, Prof X is what every other bloggers in Nigeria want to be.
Exactly.
Concerning this baby testimonies case. Now, this is my question. Berekete family started this case, but he dropped it alongside. For 1 or 2 years, we had nothing about it until Prof X came into this case. Where were the other matters? Where was all the other bloggers? Where were they? Now we are heading somewhere. All of them are now coming out. Now, what I want you to jot down, please, Sister Chantel, is this. We want to revisit the case of God's love.
Okay.
That case must not die like that.
It's not dead, my brother. It's not dead.
Let us revisit that case. When Ijele is going to Ministry of Justice, when we are writing the IG, please don't let us forget there is somebody we call God's love somewhere.
Noted.
That case
Noted.
Noted. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Greetings, people. It's Mr. Pooh, the Trigger, yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. Okay, so before I talk much about what I need to talk about in this episode, there's something that was brought to my attention. Okay, this one I'm bringing to the attention of my Facebook family. You see, on my platform on Facebook, I don't know what Facebook is doing, but I think they are going through this adjustment, or they are turning my platform into the new page experience. So in the process of them doing that, there are some followers that are being lost in the process automatically, not because of any dubious activity by any of these charlatans, but it's that update or upgrade of the platform from a classic page to a new page experience. As you can see here, it's showing both likes and followers. And likes, it's saying I have 91,000 likes and I have 207,000 followers. So in the process of them updating or upgrading my page to a new page experience, there is some inconveniences in the process. Some followers are being dropped out, some followers are being lost. So if you find yourself no longer following me on Facebook, no longer seeing my notifications, or no longer seeing my updates, just know that you're one of the few followers that were accidentally lost in the process of my page being updated. Because, Facebook has finally recognized that this gentleman needs a blue tick. So I'm in the process of being verified. So there are some inconveniences in the process that might happen. So I just want to tell my Facebook followers that make sure you double check if you're still following me or if you're still subscribed to my platform. And don't forget to click the notification icon. That's why it's important for you to always click that notification icon so that you don't miss a single update. So let me not bother you much in telling you about the metaverse and all those other things that sound too complicated, but they are as simple as that. So I just thought I should bring this to your attention in case you find yourself no longer following me on Facebook. But if that keep happening, please don't forget to go and follow me maybe on YouTube, because YouTube is stable. Nothing of that nature happens. And it's always on YouTube where I post my videos first and then I end up posting them back on my Facebook platform. So with that being said, listening to what my brother has just said, it's something that is just the truth. But the problem that is happening, that I think is happening, is these people, instead of them learning, instead of them trying to understand how to carry on this pursuit or how to do this job that we are doing, as I call it, some call it a ministry, or how to remain consistent and how to remain focused on freeing our people, on liberating our people, or on fighting for justice for those that are vulnerable. One thing they do not really understand is it's better for them to learn how to do this, because what they lack in whatever that they do is consistent. What we are doing here with the case of baby testimony, it's something that has never been done before. Plenty of them have come exposed charlatans. Plenty of them have come spoken about scandals. Plenty of them have spoken about different things. But none have actually brought this kind of results when it comes to fighting for a case that involves someone who needs justice. So I don't see how this kind of interferes with what they're doing, or I don't see how this kind of bothers them that I'm doing it this way, or is because of the attention that this case of baby testimony is attracted, because this case has attracted a very huge number of people that are concerned about finding justice for baby testimony. One thing that you must also know, I do have, a small following, but I can guarantee you that I have the top tier when it comes to followership. I do not have quantity, I have quality. My followers are the top tier of all the followers that you can find on any platforms. You can tell by the way they reason. You can tell by the way they articulate their remarks. You can tell by the way that they bring forth their arguments, that these are not ordinary people. And the people that are subscribed to my platforms, they are very smart people. They are very intelligent people. My platforms are not just for Jack and G, James, Adam, and Kimora. It's for people that are, of this high status and of this higher intellect. That's why it has become so difficult for them to shake me or to shake the people that have decided to stand with me or to push with me in finding justice for baby testimony. And one thing I want to reinforce in my followers, in my family, I don't see you people as followers or as fans. That's just nonsense that will make people end up start believing that there are some superstars of some nature. I consider all of you my family. And one thing that I still want to reinforce into you is I'm here for one purpose and for one reason, especially in this season. And that one thing that I have to accomplish against all odds is finding justice for baby testimony. My name can be forgotten tomorrow or can be assassinated today or any other day. But before I get justice for baby testimony, I will not stop. There is absolutely nothing, I promise you, nothing can come and shake Mr. PDT when it comes to this case of baby testimony. I have dedicated my life to this, myself to this, to make sure that this case, justice for this little man, will be a yardstick that will be used in the future or as a reference, and it will expose so many evil that happens in these shrines. Because every time I try to put this whole case into perspective, every time that I try to understand how this case has been swept under the carpet for the past years and how everyone had ignored it or never given it life and actually thought they can continue with life as normal. Yet there is a case that involves a child that went missing. It still bothers me to actually start seeing people now taking interest or starting to think they can be the voices of reason, of which there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that, but it's the approach that they are using to come and try water down the case, to come and try neutralize the atmosphere so that they can divert people's attention from fighting justice or from gunning for justice for baby testimony. But I can tell you one thing, and I can promise all the people that are doing that this case is not an ordinary case. This is not an ordinary case. Many people that have tried to tamper with it, at the end of the day, they've always been disgraced. And to all the fathers out there and all the mothers out there that they think they have something to say concerning this case that is not constructive, I would advise them to please stay aside, stay away. I have enough people that are willing to fight for this. I have enough people that are emotionally connected to this case of baby testimony, that have also given their all to find justice for baby testimony. Some people think by saying Prof X this, Prof X that, it can short circuit our ability to keep moving forward. But I have always told you this. I'm just the voice for now. But there are other people out there that are ready to take on this case and fight it even if I'm no longer there tomorrow. To fight it until baby testimony's justice is achieved. And there's no stopping. This baby testimony case is going to expose a lot of things. And we shall not relent, no matter the obstacles, the challenges that can come along the way. And I want to tell you people to be strong. Do not be shaken. Do not waver until we get baby testimony. I hear there's so much noise in the streets of social media. One thing I can tell you is we'll address all those things. Just not now. Right now, what we are devoted to and committed to is finding justice for baby testimony. Everything else will come and everything else we will deal with it. So please imagine this as your son. If you're a father out there and you're talking nonsense about baby testimony, please imagine this as your son. If you're a mother out there and you're uttering rubbish about baby testimony, just imagine this as your little brother. If you're a brother out there and you're coming out to talk whatever that you want to talk about, this little man called baby testimony. If this was your own son or your own little brother, would you be still having the same approach or the same remarks that you have to say A, B, C, D, and E, as most of you are saying? You might want to victimize Ruth Matthew or attack her. It's fine, but don't forget that this baby went missing at Mercy City. That is the grounds upon which anyone who wants to have a say in this case should start from. If you can check all of these bloggers that talk about this case, none of them are asking Jeremiah Omoto for the CCTV footage. None of them are calling out Jeremiah Omoto to be held responsible. All of them are focused on, oh, Ruth Matthew sold the baby. Oh, Ruth Matthew sold this. Okay, if Ruth Matthew sold the child, can they bring us the CCTV footage which shows us the women that Sister Ruth Matthew sold this boy to? Why can't they do that instead of them propagating different positions or propagandas to try to exonerate themselves or to try to distance Mercy City from being accused or from being responsible of this horror event that happened back in 2019? Why can't they just do the right thing to prove to the world that they have nothing to do with this? They can't do it. It's better for them. It's easier for them to run different narratives and to push propaganda than for them to release the CCTV footage. That's where you see the bias in most of the people that are talking about this. They don't care about the baby. Or they care about who is wrong in this case, who has done wrong in this case. And they've lost focus that what we need is the baby. Whether Ruth Matthew was reckless or anything, that we can look at it at a later stage. Now they keep peddling lies and lies, lies upon lies. Ruth Matthew sold the child. She did this. She did that. Can you prove it? Any of these things that you're alleging? But all I can say is all your efforts will be rendered useless. And all those that have spoken bad about this case, they will be disgraced and they will swallow their words. So with that being said, I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger. I'm out.